Hello gang, welcome back down to Billy's Bluff. Oh, it's good to be here once again. I hope you had a lovely weekend wherever you are around the world. We are witnessing the port flipper to Collybush line that is finally in. It got put in on our last live stream, so if you didn't catch up with that, you can go and check that out under the live stream section tab on the channel. It was another fun episode or fun stream with chat and with everyone in there. We had a lot of laughs and a lot of Thomas the Tank Engine chat. And quite a lot of it actually. To the point where Thomas was asked, if Thomas could go in the game. I'll think about it still. We might be able to make like a train museum somewhere or something and have him in there. Or we can just put him on a little run, we can call it like a, I don't know, like a ride. Okay. Anyway, so much to the point that we've actually called this middle island where we're working on now the Sodor Islands Run. Okay. After Thomas. Okay. I can compromise here and there. So you got that out of me. Anyway, regardless, we've got to finish off by getting down to Perrin Point today with this line, and then talk about how we're going to work out getting the rest of the line in and around this section. You can see Perrin Point is the next stop along the way. Then we've got Yakhead, Tin Can, Waveview. We've even got Donny Do up here. So what I'm thinking is maybe a circuit around this whole big top lake section area that actually coincides with this line down here, and then maybe even just a bus trip or even a branch line that goes from Donny Do. Okay, that's sort of the plan, but we'll be working at Perrin Point today. That's going to be the plan there. And then at the end of the episode, we'll actually ride the Sodor Island line. First of all, though, I want to turn our attention over here to Cape Hank and the train yard. Again, I know we've did a little bit of work in here, and a much requested feature, you can see right here is one of them, in the live stream, was putting shunting trains in around the shunting yard. Now, I was sort of hesitant at the start because shunting trains don't make money. They only cost you money. But once again, compromise. We used the cheapest we could get to put them in and still be able to run at a profit, even though it says we're not really running at a profit now. That's because I think I was doing a few little things. Let's just run a little bit of fast forward here. You can see we've got a lot of product hitting the shelves here in Cape Hank, so we need to put in some more vehicles down here to help out with that. But we've got one more shunting train I actually want to put on this line. I want to put in here today, which is probably... we should be alright, okay? We've got 93 million in the bank. We'll be fine. So I've got a couple of little edits here. We've got 3 little shunting trains in here, you can see. Go back to play now. Let's have a look at the overheads. Bring up the lines, right? So we've got one that goes all the way around to here. We've got a shorter one that goes in here that we're going to adjust shortly. And we've got another one that goes from here up to here and back, right? So there are our 3. The fourth one I'm going to put in, because these are all cargo wagons they're pushing. We're going to push some passenger wagons up. We're going from here. No, we're going from 4 to 5 to 4 around to 2 and then back again. Okay, so that's how it's working, just so it's sort of, you get a bit of back and forth going. Now, this is still not the final product. Don't worry, this train yard is a work in progress, because once I get these shunting trains in, I can then start fluffing it all out with wagons and other sort of carriages sort of sitting by like this down in here, right? So at the moment we've got this small train that pulls them up back into here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to set a line now to come down here and do a bit of a basically like a third line like we did with that passenger one. Then we'll chuck that train on. So I'll show you what I mean, right? So we've got our train. Let's bring up the line actually. It's this shorter one, right? So the shorter one comes around to here. Then I've got one in here, so I want you to actually come around to here, and then I want to put a stop in here. Right, so we're going to take that out. Give me the buildings. We're going the cargo section here. Can I have that? No catenary. And 40, because nothing else will fit in. I'll go there. Then we'll get the track. We're going 20. That's right. So that means that, let's see how this works. So I might have to come down, up, back, that way. see if it works. Okay. Because sometimes it doesn't like that. It says too many lines, spoil the broth. And I'm like, not too many lines, spoil the broth. Sort your stuff out. So it comes into Cape Hank Holt. Add the station, this one. Right, that works fine. And then I want you to go here. Yeah, see, it didn't like that. Maybe because you don't have a slip there. Okay, you still don't like that. But, hang on. Add station back here. Yep. Oh, there you go. Now you're working. And then you get this effect of trains will have to stop and wait for others and this and that. Hopefully we don't break it so that the trains are like, oh, we're both stuck at facing off at each other. All right, we'll just have to monitor that. I can sort of play around with it in the in my own time. Why are you now? No, you should be all right. Okay, yeah, that's okay. All right, so that's what that's going to do, which I prefer because it just means we've got trains sort of looking like they're shunting into there, then up to here, then around, back around, so on and so forth. Let's go buy our cheap train, right? So we want to keep it very, very cheap. So we're going to go Steam. We're going to go Cost. And we can see here, these are our cheapest looking trains. Actually, the Borsig is pretty cheap. We could go the General at 79. The Russian, the generic UK is 120. I kind of want to go this. In fact, we're going to go that. We're going to go like a grey colour with it. Add it. Yeah, I want to keep it grey. Okay, it doesn't need to be a flashy. Once we get into the diesels, we'll get a cheap diesel and we'll put it on there eventually, that sort of stuff. But for now, we're just using the cheap Steams to do this. They're only pushing wagons around very slowly around a yard, losing money anyway. So we're going Cost here. I'm going to keep these generic UK passenger coaches. They are only 24,000. We really want to keep the cost down, right? I won't go a color on these. Take the color off. I'll keep them green. We'll go a brake class front. We'll go a first class. No, we're running second class and then a first. I think that'll do us. Do we want to run a third? Nah, just leave it. Buy it for that much. Set it on Cape Hank Shunt 4. And I'm actually going to change the color of that line to match the others, right? Because we want to keep all these shunting lines green. Alright, so that's going to head off and do its shunting thing. Old mate, I hope you got your slip slop slap on because it's sunny outside and you've got no roof there, champion. Right, so they're going to get off and do their thing. Actually, one thing I didn't do. Manage the vehicle. We want to go like this. Shift, click, modify. Yeah, it's better. Okay. We wanted to push these wagons around. I don't even care if it has to pull them sometimes, but I just prefer that. I think it looks good for the shunting yard. Okay. Alright, so that's going to go off and do its thing. And it starts to really add a dynamic down here. You can see also a little town area down here is growing. I don't know why. We had people living in here and now we don't. What happened to the people that were living here? They moved out already. Well, that is quite odd. I didn't delete them. We had 3 homes in here. Anyway, regardless, you start to get this busy sort of a look down here. Like this, right? You just get trains that'll have to wait. Right, are you going to wait or are you going to block the whole line? Let's see what happens here just for a minute. Speed up time. If we could speed up time. He's got to wait for this one to come through and do its thing. Where's our other train then? Where are the other 2? There's one up here. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. What are you waiting for there, Slick? You better not be blocking freight lines there. I think everything is hinging on this thing here. Getting out and around into position. The other thing is, though, this will interfere with this one a little bit more. Now we're off and running. Here they all go. We just have to wait for this one to get around and do its thing, and then this one will go. I might even end up switching that one there. So I wonder what that train was. I might even end up switching this one to only come in on this side. But they're all off and racing. Okay, pretty cool. Right, let's go play with Point Perrin. Parent point? Point parent, whatever. So we're going to run the station. We might have to do a little blowing up. Is going to go around the side here. Oh, look at all this mess the AI has done to my roads. What have you done to my tree farm game? I don't know why it does this sometimes. Why I've been witnessing these events. I'm not happy with it, Jan. You come around like this. Yeah, sure, whatever. I really want, because I want to slide the train line around this way, just here. That should not be a road. The road should actually be down here. Like that, and... oh dear. Yeah, I gotta fix this now. This is doing my head in, otherwise I'm gonna have to paint those trees back in. Game! Yeah, that's kind of silly. The trees I'm using are... what I'd like to do is when I set up the tree farm to make it look like there's different stages of growth with the trees, right? Okay. You wouldn't typically just get one size fits all. I think I've gone with these ones here. Yes, I have. Look at that. And tree farm established. Alright, that's better. Cool. Yeah, okay, we can move on. Right, for this station down here, a couple of things I want to do first. I like the way this town's growing. This is very unique, isn't it? Right, so I want to actually get a big road in. Get me the big road. I want the big one. We're going to get established. I assume the town will... well, it's not going to push this way any further, but it will push maybe... well, it's got to push like out this way. Look at this lovely little beach sandbar you've got going on out here. Oh, that's fantastic. We might put some little people out there in a bit of a holiday destination at some point for some decorating. Okay. I think it's quite hilly through here, so we're going to start on this side. We're going to bring the train station. I'll show you here for a second. Can you come flat for me? I don't want a tunnel. Wowzers. Start maybe like here. Yeah, that's quite deep, isn't it? That's really deep, man. Well, that's so deep. I'm going to get you around here. Even if this road ends up being in the center of town, at least we're going to have a main road in town. Yeah, sure. I want you to hook up to that, actually. Hey, buddy. See ya. Beautiful. Okay. What are you going to do then? I'll show you my plan here shortly why I want to do this. You can sort of go up that way, I think. The point will be to eventually get a train to go over there and head up to Yak Head. So what I'm actually thinking is putting a raised station here. We haven't used the... so having the mix of flat and raised will be quite a nice little mix, right? You can just sort of peel down into there. You can... well, you can just go there. You guys can come down. Right. And we'll get one there. Because why wouldn't you? And we'll let the AI sort out whatever else it wants to sort out. Okay, let's look at the town planning situation here. We've got the residents up on this side. So I assume the residents, once they run out of room around this area, they're going to push this way, I think. Whereas all these guys are going to push this way and then this way respectively, which is good because this will kind of be in the big buildings down here around the station itself. I was going to sit the station out here, but maybe I'm thinking the station could sit in here. All right, let's have a look at the actual station that I want to use here. Right, so I found us a raised station. I was looking through a couple of them. This one I could get 2 platforms. It's not missing assets. It works. We can get it in. I want to take it. Bish, bash, bosh. Give a little maneuver. And this is kind of how I want it. Now, what I'll try and do is plug some roads in underneath it. But you can see it's got staircases that come down too. It's kind of fun. Should the staircases fit so people can walk in off the street? Well, probably. But what I can do is I can actually run that myself. With a little slip road. But they do have connection. Just go there for us, Ham, if you can, please. Go as close up that end as we can. Oh, wow. Okay, we're still going. Right, try that for me. In fact, actually move it over a touch. Give us a little bit of clearance and then I can put in some yard work around it. Okay, what are you thinking of that? I'm thinking you're right on the footpath, but I'm actually okay with it being on the footpath there, am I? Yeah, I actually am. And I like that the stairs come right down. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And then down this end, we're going to have to run something similar. And then I've got pathing down there I can do. Right, so just give me a little slip street here. Right, little slipper. Give me a little slipper here. Where is your connection point, mister? What if I was to do this? Okay, because I kind of don't mind it sort of half sitting on the actual road there. Right, if you did that, can I get a connection then that goes from here to... Yeah, I can. Sweet. Sweetness. Sweetness, man. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave these homes sit up like that and run a street like that. Groovy, man. I am, you bloody muppet. Groovy, man. And then what I want to do is this. Not going to happen. Not happening. I really thought that would work, but yeah, I was proven wrong. So not going to work. Not a thing. Not a damn chance, is there? No. You're going to give it one more go, are you? Oh, shut up. I'm still fine with that because people can build in and around that on this little street and fill in these little gaps so we can put in some parkland, and then this side I can put in what I want. And then all should be pretty Gucci with that. But I get my 2 platforms, which is fine. Parent point. Yeah, I'm actually down with this and I like how people can walk up there. I might even add some of my own building asset on top of it, like much like I did in the other one, just to give this a bit of a roof over the stairwell when people come in. But yeah, okay. Down with it. Right, so it means what I can do is I can run this, basically this track. Everything she says, something. Yeah, some Portuguese with this one. It can actually run like this. Hey, what do you know? And you're going to actually be running flat off that. That is perfection. Do I want to keep... Well, we have to keep the viaduct, right? We have to keep it. You can't run the... You got to run this one. With the stone bridge, you got to actually run it with... Yep. You get it. You get what I mean. Now, this is kind of tricky because I want to come off parallel without the trucks touching at the moment. Oh gosh, Ham, you've done it again. How did I do that? There we go. Right, what are you going to do up here? Eventually these tracks will merge, but I'm going to just take them out as far as I want right now. And in fact, we are going to need to shape you up that way. Yeah, that'll work for me. The hardest thing is going to be keeping this parallel. Now, I'm actually not going to be putting these in just yet. Is it? It's not a tracks width, is it? It is a tracks width. Okay, well, I can do this then. I can put you in. Okay, cool. Yes. And then we can take you out. It's not really like, it's not, there we go. It wasn't really liking what I was doing, but in the end I win. Right, so that's how we're going to run that out of there. I think that'll look really good. Hopefully if the city can build up around it as well. And then in the future, because it's got this nice glass like sort of greenhouse effect to it, I really like it. And I think with the city growing over it, it'll look really good. Right. Continue the track out this way, please. This will be a little bit more interesting because of reasons. Wowzers, that's hideous. What are you doing there, game? Alright, I can get rid of that road first. We can put that back in after. I might even... I kind of liked that there was a bit of a hill there, to be honest. I'll just smudge it over a touch. Can you stop doing that to the ground, please? Can you just be my friend for 1 minute? Can I get you further like that? Sensational. Right, what I'm going to need to do... It didn't help that I put in the big road first, but it is what it is. Okay, you go like that, which is going to allow us to do this a little bit easier. And see how you've actually... Yeah, that road never had a chance of being in here. Okay, now at some point these tracks will go down and join up. Yeah, you just don't like that, do you? What are you thinking? Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Yep, fair enough. Now can you put it in? No. What about if you just come straight underneath? You want to try that again? Well, that will work, right? So let's just readjust the road to suit our needs. Yep. And I like that the road's a touch lower here, actually. You can still stay that level, please. In fact, a roundabout down here at some point will probably be what goes in. Can I get you to actually do this for me? I don't mind you being on that height, but what I want is a kind of like that look. With more of a curve. What do you know? Everyone's a winner. Okay, except for this bit of track with the hill bit. I'm not... Look, I'll do it. Whatever, game. Okay, we've got our connection here, but we've lost our connection from that road. Which actually came around, actually, this will be quite good. I can get you to do this now. Ooh, yeah. Right. Yeah, I like that. And then there's just not a connection there, because what we'll do is we'll send a bus service down here. And we'll need a good sort of a bus area, won't we? Can the bus area sit in here? I don't mind the fact that we're going to have some buildings in here, though. I think I would probably prefer that. If you just take out one side. I don't think I've left myself enough room down here, though. I think that would really work really well. Can you have both in there or not? Whoa, that's going with none. No. I didn't really leave myself enough room, but that's okay. We'll run them over this side. And like right there probably will be the spot. I do like to run it in and out though, don't I? You have been known to do that. Make the people cross the road. Okay. Sometimes, you know, even though it's one station we're putting in quite a tricky sort of setup, so it does take a whole episode to do. I'm well aware of the time it takes me to do things sometimes, but I would rather get things in nicely than have to come back later and readjust, because when you start telling yourself, I'll just come back later and fix that, you start to get a list build up and you never get back to it later, and you're just like, it becomes a bit overwhelming. So just do it right the first time. and then you're fine to go. Right, passenger. I actually want to get in some passenger buildings here because I want to make it look like it's got some stuff going on. What kind of stuff? Ticketing, waiting, cafeing stuff. Yeah, I'm digging it. Right, what we're going to need is some commuting surfaces elsewhere. Probably only need 1, 2, 3, bang. If even that's probably a lot. We'll go with these ones. So we're going to come up. 1. We might come right out here to the people. The people's bus stop. Okay. 2. And then we'll come in downtown here. Will we? Their connection is there. Their connection is there. I've got an idea. If we hook up some of these roads, we'll get a better connection for the people. Hey, buddy. You're going to have to sacrifice your place for us. Because I really want to branch off that road there to get an even keel through there. Yeah, and then you can swing around like that. Okay. This town it's got a really cool shape to it. Really digging it. Right. So we've got one there. And then I'm thinking bus stop just here. Yeah, okay, cool. Put in that line. And then we can, once I like to get the commuters done and dusted because they can sometimes be a little bit, I forget about them. Line, parent, commuter. We don't want line. Parent. City commuter. Bus. Okay, cool. And then we'll get it a doozy. You'll get it a doozy, will you? I will get it a doozy. Where shall said doozy sit? Oh, I'd say said doozy sits right in said position that I say. Say there. Except I want to get... this is becoming annoying, game. Is that the same height? Yeah, kind of. That's the right height. Well, actually, kind of is slash isn't. Okay, messy. But it is what it is. I kind of want this to look like it's part of the big bus terminal area. You know what would be better? Delete that. You don't need that one. Yeah, this is gonna fit better. Okay, so that will now feed into this. Oh yeah, that looks very bus terminally. Terminally? Really? Yep. Terminally. Okay. Oh, ham. Right, back to our line. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in. Color, passenger, done, dusted. Get some vehiculums on it. Oh, that was actually quite slick, ham. Thank you. We want to go the max or the post bus. We're going to go the post bus. We're going to go 3 to start with. Okay, 3 sounds like a good number. I don't know why. It just did. So we want P for parent. Done and dusted. Now we've got to get the track in. So we're going to do a little bit of deleting up here first because we've got to get a line straight up this way. Do you want to delete much? Not that much. Slick. Just like that much. Hey, that isn't too much, is it? Nope. Told ya. I'm happy to keep you on the level because, you know, tracks aren't always just flat on the ground because the actual ballast does sit sometimes a touch higher. And I do like to wiggle in and out of towns It makes it seem el natural. What are you going to do in terms of a crossing for the people? Because when you sit your ballast higher, it makes it harder for people to get in and out of town. Good question, well asked. We are going to run some kind of a bridge system. Oh, yeah, that works. Some kind of a bridge system. Well. You can get rid of this for a moment. I already put the commuter service in, so that's fine. I didn't really leave a lot of room to get a bridge over from anywhere. Well, we can get one over from this end, so that's fine. Do that. Also, the turnaround point. I might run a point-to-point. We might have to run a few trains, actually. I might run a point-to-point to start with for these guys. We'll figure that out shortly. I'll get there shortly. Because we're up high in the sky, we might actually... Maybe we'll run a passenger service that just reverses up for the moment. Just one train doing a reversey. Are you down with it? Look, it's probably not going to be my preferred choice. So no. So not down with it. Pretty sure I established that. I'm not down with it. I'm not down with that either. What are you doing? Game really doesn't like doing flat things, does it? Okay, well, you know what? Take this flat thing. Make it a thing. Oh, is that going to be too low? No, I think that'll be just right. Alright. Well, if you want to do that, then you can do it, okay? I'm not going to stop you. Just have at it. Do what you want. If I can get you right here, we can get something looking really good. Really. Can I get ones very similar on this side, please? Yes, I sort of can. Okay, that's kind of like what I was thinking, like that. And then we're going to have to add in stuff on this side for people to get over and around, and then we'll have to add something over here as well. You're not going to get that, are you? Well, actually you are. Is it going to put a horrendous dip in? No, it raises the road to it. I'll take that for the moment. Because at the moment we really want to get the damn. Mate, what are you doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yeah, we'll have to put a connection here for these people. That road, not going to work for me. Let's get in, we got platforms. Can we get in passenger buildings? You may indeed. Let's go one this end. That's going to get in the way of the road. That, my friend, otherwise will be perfect. Actually, we're going to go one like that and then one like that. And then we might put a bus stop in the middle here at some point in the future. Wait for it. Oh. Oh, that's pretty. Yep. Good job. I'd pat my own back. Well, I can't. I do have a back scratcher though that the parents brought me back from Hawaii. Random gift to give me, but luckily for them, I do like back scratches. And Hank gives terrible back scratches All he does is jump on me and claw me. Right, that's our little bridge, and we've got a crossing up here that I'm not exactly happy with, but for the moment, it's going to do. Remember when I said don't come back to things later? I do remember that. But I can come back in my own time while I'm watching a little bit of Harry Potter and catching up with the Harry Potter series before Hogwarts Legacy comes out. Oh yeah, a bit of a cheeky bridge. Digging it, game. I'm digging it. In fact, how you looking like that? You're looking like you want to go about there. We're going to go over the water here a bit too, aren't we? You are good. They said you were good. They said I wasn't free either. We're running viaduct all the way out of town, by the way. I kind of don't really want to. Are we running that? Yeah, I'm going to run that. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to fix the land to come... Am I? It's kind of like... Excuse me, I just had to clear my throat. I was starting to get a bit... When the croak gets beyond the joke, try new Butters Menthols. That'll do. Okay, it's going to cost me $1 a packet to do. I'm okay with that. In fact, let's get all this slight little twizzle tidy up through here now. Something I haven't been able to do for a while is just go nuts with the gun, cleaning things up. Right. Okay, what are you going to do about a turnaround, by the way, Ham? Well, here's the thing, right? What you got to understand is eventually there's going to be a circuit going around here, so there will be a continuous train circuiting, and then this line will actually be one line that goes down to here. So for today, manage the line. I'm going to keep that turnaround there, but after we pull into Collie Bush, manage the line. So Collie Bush right here. Then Collie Bush North. So before you pull into Collie Bush North, you go Collie Bush, then you're going to go here. What do you know? Then you're going to come back to here. Then you're going to go and do your little turnaround and off you go, right? So it's going to actually go all the way down here. Then it's going to reverse all the way back into the station before it reverses out here and goes forward again. And I'm not, here's the thing, people. I'm not even going to worry about double tracking this yet, because next episode we're going to continue on our passenger route over to Yak Head, Tin Can, Waveview until we get back around. And at that point, once I get Yak Head hooked up, we're going to put a separate train on and fix up how that line works. But for today, just to get people in the mood for travel and to get a nice little track ride along, we're going to do it this way, okay? Right, okay, so that's done. Everything should be done and dusted. Oh, Mr. Trent. Oh, it's back here. Actually, it's actually at the perfect spot. So I've got, what you don't see in here is there's actually a turnaround underneath the actual mountain. Okay, we're going to come up. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been Van Ham. Thank you for joining me today. We'll run at 1x speed, just because I'm feeling like it. I've been Van Ham. Thanks for joining me today. Join me next episode for Billy's Bluff, where we will continue on, like I said, that hookup. And yeah, that'll be that in a hat. That's it. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. Don't forget to do all of the button pushing things that helps me out. Help me, help you, help me. To help you. You help me by pressing the button, I help you by bringing more content. It's this the kind of symbiotic relationship we have together, okay? And yes, I'm looking at you. Here's looking at you, kid. Alright, gang, get out of here. And, yep, just get out of here.